The winter wind is cold, biting, unforgiving. But why is this film so warm? Moonlit Winter is like a cup of tea on a frosty day. Despite the setting being so cold, we're treated with warmth from the story and the characters. This film seems to have flown under the radar, but I'm glad to have found it and hope that more people will be able to appreciate this movie as I have. Yooni has separated with her husband and lives with her teenage daughter Sebum. She's miserable in her job, and a cigarette break by herself in the cold seems to be the only source of peace for her. Sebum, a smart and stubborn teen, is about to graduate high school and move away from her mother. And so they agree to go on a vacation together in a quiet Japanese village called Otaru. Yooni is oblivious that Sebum and her boyfriend Kyung-soo have devised a plan to reconnect her with her childhood friend Jun, who has settled down in Otaru with her aunt. There are really interesting dynamics between the characters here. There are only a handful of them, and so we're able to focus and digest each one of them.
난 잠이 안 와.
First is Yooni and Sebum's relationship. It's clear that there's a sort of wedge between their relationship. Not that they don't love each other, but they hide secrets from each other. But at the same time, they know some of the secrets that the other one is hiding. For example, Yooni knows that her daughter smokes.
너 담배 끊어.
알았어. 근데 엄마 담배 펴?
나도 가끔.
And Sebum knows about Jun.
너는 나를 잊었을 수도 있겠지. 벌써 20년이 지났으니까.
Few things really happen in this movie, and I think that's a part of the experience. This film requires patience because it takes time to build up the story and for things to unfold. And it might even be boring for some people, but to me, how the film is paced totally works. If we get multiple inciting incidents and screaming and chase scenes, it disrupts this calmness that it's set up for us. And there are different ways to create mood in film, and the same moods can even be interpreted differently. You can have calmness that masks something else underneath, or as with Moonlit Winter, the calmness is it. When I watched the movie, I felt like I trusted it enough that it wouldn't make a U-turn in the middle and attack me. And that's what I really liked about it. I also really like the acting by Kim Hee-ae, who's fantastic at World of the Married as well. Yuko Nakamura
懐かしい.
and Kim So-ye. I know So-ye from IOI, and it's been a nice surprise to see how well she can act and shed that previous image that I had of her in my head. And most of all, I really liked how hopeful the movie is. You can easily take the frame of the story and make some melodramatic tragedy, but it isn't. At its core, Moonlit Winter seems to give the message that while things can end from a series of tragic disappointments, new life can come out of it. What seems to be the end in our minds can be the beginning of something else. And memories that are painful can be encapsulated in these photographs or letters that you keep to yourself. But as time goes on, that can be a foundation for something else. And maybe that's just a slightly optimistic interpretation of this film.